Hi, I'm Kevin the Tutor with another video about my brainstorming technique called My Sister Evelyn. So the best way to show this technique is to get the most random topics. So for example, in New York City, we have trains that are subterranean, they are underground, you gotta go downstairs to get to them, and we have trains that are above ground. They're kind of on stilts, you know, they're above ground trains. So I love asking this random question because these categories allow you to actually talk about it in depth. So the main difference that we come across is cell phone reception. The cell phone reception is much better, obviously, in the above ground trains than when you're in a tunnel. So we think about this difference and how many arguments we could make from that. So just with the cell phone argument, we could talk about occupation and education. We could argue that if you have a job where all you have to do is answer emails for the last couple hours of the day, then riding an above ground train would allow you to leave early. Because you could still answer those emails, you could still do your job, but you might be able to beat the rush. So that's how an above ground train could help your job, your occupation. The same thing with education. You could watch educational YouTube videos on the way to class. If there was a difficult math problem, you could look up how to solve it on YouTube and literally look at refreshers on your way to class. Education. Okay, next. Family and social life. When we have cell phone reception, we can answer calls from our children. Simple. Health. I could argue that looking out the window on a beautiful sunset with the skyline in the background, that is much more peaceful and calming than just looking at the tunnel going by. So that's how an above ground train could then help my health, because simply I just get better views. Finally, I'd like to mention services and tech. When you're in an above ground train, you can see all the businesses. So you might discover a new laundromat, a new daycare, a new restaurant, something that you could not have seen unless you were on an above ground train. So this random topic about whether you would prefer an above ground train or below can now be answered very specifically with specific examples using these categories. Thank you.